I'd love to have him on. I'd have Alex Jones on in a minute.
Man,
I'd love
Alex
to ask
Jones
him
is a
about.
trip.
I'd love to ask him about interdimensional elves.
Alex Jones be like the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati. You know how his voice is. His voice,
I'll eat your ass.
He needs to have like a alien
I'll eat your
podcast too,
neighbor's
though.
ass.
Bro, I think that's gonna be like the big thing in the next few years is YouTube channels that cover UFOs, bro. That's
They
gonna
suppress them.
I say YouTube doesn't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh, really?
suppress them.
Anything
that used
they
to be
call
all over
conspiracy.
YouTube, Jay.
Yeah.
But
Anything
Tom DeLonge
conspiratorial.
decided
Man,
he
I-
wanted to go hunt aliens with ex-CIA agents. He could make a YouTube channel. Easy,
The
simple.
golden age of YouTube used to be like some of the best shit. It was like creepy pastas, like with
God,
aliens. You could look
you guys
up.
are
I remember
weird as shit.
watching the conspiracy stuff about that Dole space where they had like the thumbnails had like humans in medical pods where these aliens are walking around and shit, and they were trying to pass it off like that the government was working, and they had a big alien civil war there and shit.
That'd be tight.
That was all over YouTube. You could find shit like that easy. Now, good luck. You search UFOs or aliens, it's all like Fox News and
really?
NBC coverage.
It's because
and
they
shit.
added a piece in the algorithm. It's they literally throttle anything they call conspiracy. So.
Yep.
But Tug, I want to know what happened to the guy that be on the ancient aliens that looked real high, and he got that meme like this.
Yeah.
What happened to that dude? That dude vanished though. The ancient aliens. Guy.
Maybe he got high enough that he met the aliens. I don't know.
Oh, he's
The
doing
aliens finally got him.
he's doing Ancient Aliens live now. I'm thinking about going. He's coming to a city near me.
I
that
will
sounds like
go,
it'd be
bro.
fun.
If he came down to Texas, I'm going just to see him do this because he look all high.
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's
definitely aliens.
Like,
It's
sir, can
Biden.
you do your signature aliens pose, and I'll just bend down
Like,
a little bit so it
if
looks
you
like you're about
guys
to grope
think
me?
aliens exist, what is the most realistic depiction of an alien? Do you think aliens are? Are they little green men? Are they the xenomorphs?
Independence
I know.
Day.
All right, let's say UFOs. If those are, because we don't know what they fucking are, but if they are like some kind, I don't think aliens are from another planet. I think it's from another dimension, like a cross
I think that too,
coming
bro.
over here. It's
Another dimension.
I think it's impossible to travel across space. It's
I
when
think
you
they
go
look like
when you
black
go too fast
samurais.
through time. When you go too fast, like faster than light, like it changes time. Like you'll come back to. If you
I
were to,
wish we could travel interdimensionally.
So
I mean,
do-
if they
Yeah, I
were
don't
able
really
to get
believe
here,
in
there's surely a way for
interdimensions,
us to get
yeah.
over there, right?
yeah. See, and that's where I have an issue. I don't
Bro,
believe in
what
that.
if-
I just hope
I
aliens
believe for
don't
us to
look
think-
like the bloodborne aliens. That's all I
I
hope
was-
for.
I think for us to think we're alone in this whole thing is pretty goddamn silly.
yeah, but we'll never
I mean-
see. Like, there's no way for us to travel across the.
But again, and that's where it's like, I mean, are aliens really that interested in us? I don't know. Not really. Probably not.
Oh, we already messed it up. Have you seen Twitter lately? You think the
Well,
aliens?
of course.
wanna
Why do you
see
think
us?
they fuck with our cows? Because they looked at us and goes, God, these fucking people are weird. They just watch themselves having sex and they eat weird shit. Let's
I
see
like
what's
to-
wrong with them.
I like to-
Go to the food source, and that's why they keep probing cows.
I
It's
like
like it's
to think
also
that
like if
Stargate-
other people in other dimensions, or I guess creatures, I don't know, other aliens could figure out interdimensional travel. What would be stopping us from doing so? Are we just not anywhere near as advanced, or
dumb
do we
as
not
shit.
have?
We don't have the
pictures of our
technology.
planet?
We're
We-
too worried
we
about
do-
pronouns.
Check this
Well,
out. We
I
use
gotta-
this technology to go to the moon. You know what we use this technology for? To talk shit on Twitter every day.
Well,
You
maybe
know what I
black
mean?
holes can bend space, or that's a way of bending space. That's another plausibility. as
So
far
the
as
interesting thing about those elves, the interdimensional elves, the DMT stuff, is that there's there's studies where they've shown and they've studied people that have done this, and they all see the same thing. Like everybody has the same like visual stuff of these elves.
So they
and
Vulcans?
I don't know
they
what the
Vulcans.
fuck it is.
Bro, that would
What
be
do they
so
look
tight
like,
if
though?
Vulcans was real.
Go look up the art. There's art of it.
Bro, Vulcans are space elves. So
Wait,
I'm
what's it
right
called?
there.
I'm gonna Google it right now. What's it called?
Just
Aren't
look
we
up,
only a couple years from the Roswell ship being declassified?
Interdimensional elves.
You look up interdimensional elves art,
Vulcans.
and you should find it.
I like to
Vulcans,
think
bro.
that Stargate SG-1 is more a documentary than sci-fi show fiction.
This will be the kicker though. What if we
Pyramids were
meet,
landing platforms for aliens.
what if we
What the
meet
fuck?
the aliens and the aliens are us, bro? What if they're
What do you
just
mean,
us?
like
Well,
us
that's
from, like, a
another
different
theory
timeline?
that the other theory is that the UFO things are just us from the future.
They just us, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
there's also the UFOs in the Bible theory where
the
we
Nephilim.
were put here by aliens and such like that, and a lot of the stuff that they describe as like flaming chariots in the sky or UFOs and such. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could get into. That's why
it would
We
make
were
sense
made
if
of a colony
aliens
planet?
were us from the future, though, if you think about it, because like it kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys read or played the games, the Metro 2033
Metroid.
books or games, the Metro games.
Yeah.
And they have these creatures in them that look a lot like, your usual gray men aliens. And
Right.
they're basically, they're not aliens, but they look like what we think are aliens. But they only look that way because they're basically humans that have been exposed to massive amounts of radiation.
Oh,
So they've been like basically warped to look like your gray aliens, if you will. And they have like massive
That's the
psychic
first
powers
I'm
and
ever
stuff.
hearing about that.
bro. I'm getting
No,
scared. Can we change the
it's a
topic?
book, and it's also video games. If anyone hasn't played them, by the way, Metro 2033, Last Light, and Exodus.
Oh,
great
Metro
games.
games. Yeah, I hear those.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
it
great.
makes
That's what they
sense
do.
though if you
They're
really
cheap
think
to
about
do.
it scientifically that at some point if evolution happens the same way it does on Earth, even if it's a planet that's slightly different than ours, chances are things would evolve the same, but your humanoid creatures would be slightly different than us, maybe a bit more advanced, maybe a bit looking differently, maybe because they'd have to adjust to a different sort of atmosphere, right? So it's like it's really kind of strange and I think kind of silly to think we're the only thing in the entire
Agreed.
galaxy,
I
but
think-
like yeah.
I think
Bro-
that I saw a couple of people in the chat mention this, so I've got to give a bit of credit there. But I reckon if you embrace TEI, you turn into an alien.
That's it.
Hey, have any of y'all had a UFO
oh.
encounter though? Encounter?
No.
I've
No,
seen one. Yeah.
So actually,
I seen one too. Me and my dad
I
saw
will
one
say,
together.
my dad, my uncle, and my aunt, they had one. So I was born in Brampton, Ontario, east side of Canada. Anyway, I wasn't born at the time. They said that when they were like around 30 years old and they were in Brampton, that there was some moment during like the 1980s or something like that. And they said that all three of them remember coming out of a mall. And above Brampton, above this mall, there was like a massive ship. Like massive, right? No one had cameras or no one had cell phones to record or whatever.
Mm.
And apparently, my dad and my uncle stuff told me that when they were standing there, looking up, there was this massive, like almost citywide size ship in the sky. Like it was blocking out the sky, and it was close enough to the ground that they could actually see it, and had lights rotating. And then they said that
I've been
everyone
there-
stood there for they stood there for 20 minutes and they watched it, and then they said that when it moved, it was like it was there, and then it's just like,
It was gone.
and there was no
Oh.
sound. It just
Yeah,
was
I didn't see anything like that. I just saw like a bright ball light moving
We've
around
had a
like
lot of
crazy.
events.
Flash, hold
That's
on
all
real
I saw.
quick. We can't skip over that.
Who
Flash.
even knows if it was an alien thing?
Flash,
You know,
that
I don't
happened
know.
to me and my dad, bro. It was me and my dad and two of my little baby cousins. They was with me. We was outside of my dad's garage. We saw two green floating balls, and then boom, they
Gone.
vanished.
Yeah,
I reckon
that's what I
I've
saw.
only
I was
seen-
camping, and I saw it. It was just a bright yellow ball. And it was kind of zigzagging around, and then it
Yeah.
was gone.
Me and
instantly.
a mate of mine, we took some camping chairs, we put them on the roof of the garage, and we were just sitting there looking at the stars one night. And yeah, we could have sworn we saw a UFO. I mean, we were on acid, but it was there.
I was
It could have been a
I was on
plane.
acid, but
I did live near the airport, so it could have been a plane, but I could have sworn it was a UFO.
He said we saw acid.